Houston, Texas, the site for the Kings. The burst and speed of De'Aaron Fox, nearly unmatched. The mission clearly in focus, to be ready to go as they game plan for the task ahead at Toyota Center. Kings Rockets is next, right after this. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche la NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
Now Sacramento starting five. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Rashawn Holmes out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Gordon is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Tucker in at the 5 down low. Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you as long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can. I think that's a good point.
Westbrook passes to Covington, and the shot goes in. Covington's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Rockets.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here's Fox. 20 points for him last game against Dallas. Softly drops in the floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Westbrook. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to set on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Free throw good, Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Now, here's Bjelica. 11-point game his last outing, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Here's Fox. Pass to Hield. Over Harden. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he missed on that.
Well, I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden has had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And, you know, after being a sixth man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
Both good from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Hield outside. Barnes kicks to Hield. Good on the triple. And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better 3-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Covington. And it's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Fox against Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Holds. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
The Kings shooting their first free throw tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside Gordon. The tray. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Hield. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Cloak loose. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Now Fox, after Westbrook's missed 3. Fox passes to Hield. Back to Fox. Clock at 6. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. Now, here's Fox. He's got 5, trying to find holes. Gets it to him. Fox against Westbrook. Shoots over Fox. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Hield. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hield's got 5 points so far.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. Tries a 3. Rebound by the Kings. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here is Harden after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. The shot, no good. Barnes looking around. He kicks it to Fox. Fires from the wing. They get it again. Holmes, good.
Timeout.
Holmes got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And here's a look at the stats for Fox. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's right around 17 points a night, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's Westbrook. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Here's Fox. Barnes outside from deep. Cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Gordon. Talking about that win against the Cavaliers, he was definitely a major factor as well. Now, here's Bielitsa. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Hield. Up top, Holmes. Right wing. Here's Fox. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets trail by 3. A shot by Harden, wide open, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pumpkin.
The pass to Barnes. Over Gordon. Holmes passes to Barnes. Misses off the left iron.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That puts them in the lead. 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Houston a whole new 5 on the floor. And here's a look at some numbers for Westbrook.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Here's Farrell. Parker against Green. Parker kicks to Farrell. Out left to the wing. Joseph has an open look. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Kings lead by 2.
You know, once a weakness in his game, Corey Joseph has worked extremely hard on his outside shot. And like I say all the time, the proof is in the pudding.
Now here's Rivers. His last outing, he had 8 points. The shot by House is no good. Here's Farrell. Back to Joseph. Parker outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Giles. Shoots over Carroll. Again, Sacramento.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's McLemore. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Green. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Farrell passes to Parker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Jeff Green picks one up. Look, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
And he sinks the second.
Put it simply, Parker is an outstanding player. I mean, somebody who puts the team ahead of himself, and all this guy wants to do is W-I-N.
Now here's McLemore. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Good on the shot.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Here's Giles. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Muscle up. That's what Parker's telling those guys trying to defend him in the paint. He's really good at establishing his post position down low.
Pass to Rivers. Left block shot on the way. He can't get it to go. And the Kings going the other way now.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's McLemore. Jabari Parker making his last shot. And the wide open shot from Green. Drills the three-pointer. Green's got 5.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Passes it to Farrell. Goes up to the stripe. The Rockets pull it in. And here is Green. He has 5. And the pass to McLemore. Back to Green. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Farrell. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Outside, Joseph. Bogdanovich looking around. And Giles now top of the key. The second chance effort. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And it's Giles missing. Rockets trail. Now Rivers. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Farrell kicks to Bogdanovich. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Kings lead by 3.
This is exactly what you want Farrell to do. I mean, when there's somebody open, he's got to find him.
Rivers with it. Launches a 3. No good that time. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's Sacramento leading by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And, Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Rivers out there with McLemore. Then there's Green. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's House in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And he knocks down the first one. Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much.
To miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Rivers. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Farrell, guarded by Green. Farrell kicks to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 3. Got a piece of it. Here's Carroll. Second chance shot and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, because Carroll is such an aggressive and high-energy offensive player, that's why he gets these calls.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and shooting two. Those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And he makes the first.
You know, a rugged, experienced player. The shooting and defense Carroll provides, it's really what makes him so valuable.
Carroll hits them both. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Rivers. He can't hit that time. And it's Houston the other way. McLemore, the pass to Green. They now take the lead. Green's got 7 points in the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Len dishes to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And, you know, whenever Parker charges into the paint, you just probably need to get out of the way. Because when he's got his speed under him, a good head of steam, he can throw it down with the best of them.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 9. Outside, Green. Back to Rivers. Pass to House. McLemore with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Farrell gets the bucket.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 3. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Timeout called the Rockets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. In second, the Rockets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
Here's Westbrook, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in.
One shot.
Clark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
One shot.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Stolen by Harden. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. And finished off by Westbrook.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
The Kings trail by 3. Outside, Fox. And stolen by Gordon. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. Here's Covington. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Free throw drops for Covington.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc. And he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination. Nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Hill. How last month turned out for him? He's getting around 16 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Now here's Barnes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Here's Hield. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now, here's Bielitsa. Harden missing his last shot. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Fox. And Covington with the basket on the assist from Westbrook. Covington's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Len up top. Dishes to Barnes. That one's off. Still out of sync. Rockets leading by 8. Covington in the corner. Shoots over Len. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 7 points for the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, you know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Russell Westbrook. 11th in scoring, 12th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Gordon, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And with Tucker Clark in his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
You know, that's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers, but I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
Knocked loose, clock at 4, and Bielitsa kicks to Fox. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 17. Here's Tucker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Hield. He's got 5. A pass to Fox. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
Gordon up on top, covered by Barnes. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Rockets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
What's up?
That free throw good from Harden. Giles checked in for Barnes. Houston moving the ball around. Hield against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmes. Hield against Westbrook. And Covington sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Corey Joseph's checked in for De'Aaron Fox.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. The Kings trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hield outside. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. Westbrook, no good.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
And here is Hield. He has 5. Passes to Joseph. Just 5 to shoot. Good D by Covington.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as
Great goodness! That was special. Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Holmes, good.
just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Westbrook passes to Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Covington.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Joseph. He has 5. Hield outside. It's good from long range. Hield's got 8 points.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner and loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Harden outside. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And that's now 10 points for James Harden.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Holmes. He's got 7. On the wing, Hield. Guarded by Harden. Shoots. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The pass to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Back to Tucker. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Now here's Hield. He's got 8. Outside, Joseph. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Daniel House comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for Gordon. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Sacramento. Now here's Joseph. He's got 5. Knocks down the 10-footer. He has 7.
Well, he's a legit scorer from there now. Joseph's jump shot has come a long way.
Westbrook surveying the D. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Yogi Ferrell comes in for Joseph. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Here's Ferrell. Kicks it to Heel. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to McLemore. The three. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Kings trail by 20. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Healed outside. Shot clock at 6. And Bogdanovich now top the key, and it's in there. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Harden, and he lays it straight in. And the Rockets lead by 20.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Ferrell for 3. That shot no good. And so it's Houston closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He ended up with 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, you look at the explosiveness of Russell Westbrook. Even when defenders have position on him, he can accelerate past them and rise above the rim. He's a terrific athlete who plays with a sharp edge.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Ferrell in at the 1.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Bielitsa. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Ferrell. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Westbrook. Harden dishes to Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Now here's Barnes. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
For Sacramento, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Fox, he's checked in for the Kings.
One shot.
That free throw good from Holmes. Rockets leading by 21. Westbrook double team inside. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now Hield. He's got 10. Here's Fox. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Double team on Westbrook. Down low, Covington. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And that's 13 points for Robert Covington.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now, here's Holmes. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Here's Harden. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Passes it to Hield. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Austin Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. He hits the second from the line. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 16. Rebound by the Kings. Holmes got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barnes. Count it. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, strength and body control on display there from Barnes. I will tell you what, he's got a competitive spirit to him. He doesn't want any defender to get the better of him.
But they'll get another chance. Another miss by Houston. Here's Hield. And the Kings check on 2 more. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Tucker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Tucker's got 11 points.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup. He's got 11. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Got that one up quick. 19 points for James Harden.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Fox kicks to Hield. No good, unable to end this run. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Tucker, the pass to Rivers. Back to Tucker. Over Hield. Tucker can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall, I think it's pretty solid.
First one falls for him. Houston making some changes. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and McLemore's subbed in for Gordon. Sacramento also making some changes. Jabari Parker's checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Bogdanovich in for Barnes. Both free throws good from Hield.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Fox against Rivers. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Fox. Parker outside. The kick out to Fox. Hield outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Hield's got 17 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Another miss by Houston. Kings have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Bogdanovich dishes to Fox. Parker inside. He's against Green. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden outside. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul. Daniel House has checked in for James Harden. Here is House. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Green against Hield from 11 feet away, and it's Green missing. Sacramento's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Bogdanovich, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
There's the pass to House. Here's Green. No good that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Parker. Comes up empty down low.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Houston moving it around. Here is House. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Rivers trying to get open. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Fox against Rivers. Fox kicks to Len. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
What's up? They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Russell Westbrook's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And a change for Sacramento. Giles is checked in. On the free throw, no good. Rockets leading by 18. Westbrook with it. 24 points for him. Lobbed up there for Green.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Now, here's Fox. 13 points in the game. Goes up again, and he sinks the layup. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Westbrook. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Bogdanovich has got 10.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Outside Westbrook. From beyond the arc, the rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. Green against Bogdanovich. Again, Sacramento.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Now McLemore. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game from 20 feet out. Offensive rebound. Green kicks to Rivers. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Kings trail by 13. Here's Fox. Sweet little floater. 17 points in the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And it's Westbrook again missing. Sacramento's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Len finds Fox. Here's Parker. Back to Fox. This one for 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Houston leading by 11. Inside, House. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for his shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
Houston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's McLemore, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. That free throw good for McLemore. Houston making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. And McLemore drops them both. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Fox looking it over. The dish to Parker. Here's Giles. Second shot opportunity. And Covington sends it back. 6 to shoot. Here's Parker. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. House the pass to McLemore. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. From the top of the key, he buries it. Westbrook's got 26.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Kings trail by 17. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's McLemore. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Giles has gone 1 of 4 so far. Over to the left wing. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
Houston leading by 15. Here's Westbrook. No good, shot missing. Sacramento's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Pass to House. Houston moving it around. Trying his luck from deep, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by House. And it's 29 points for Russell Westbrook.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
It's stolen by McLemore. To the middle. Tucker can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 20. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Covington.
That
is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Shots good by McLemore. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Timeout called by the Kings. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Parker. Here's Barnes. Pass to Holmes. Outside Bogdanovich. It's Bielitsa. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Ben McLemore.
One shot.
That free throw good from Bielitsa. Rockets leading by 19 points. Westbrook with it. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Fox. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And Harden comes to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Sacramento. Bielitsa passes to Bogdanovich. Drops in the tray.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
For three, Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bielitsa's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. Gordon's checked in for McLemore.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. 13-point lead. Passes it to Tucker. The Rockets again can't hit. On offense, here are the Kings. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. And Gordon over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Kings with the ball. Bielitsa passes to Barnes. Bogdanovich against Harden. 4 on the clock. Here's Fox. His three-pointers off the mark.
perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon can go either guard position. He's a combo, thanks mainly to his remarkable handles.
Bogdanovich against Harden. Now the pass to Fox. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. And that's now 21 points for James Harden. Bogdanovich against Harden. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Lays it up off the glass. Fox has got 19 points.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Westbrook's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Rockets.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's come through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Pass to Fox. That's tipped.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Rockets leading by 16. Westbrook double team. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Fox with it. Westbrook picks him up. Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Holmes, and he makes good on the layup.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Fox against Westbrook. Here's Harden, and the rejection by Holmes. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Fox. The pass to Bielitsa. Here's Holmes, and the Kings check on 2 more.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Gordon, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, Eric Gordon is the kind of player that you absolutely do not go under on a screen. He'll pull up from deep.
Yeah, he's got great range, and you watch the former Hoosier shoot, and you see how much he uses his legs. Gordon's liable to take a shot from any distance in the gym. I mean, he's got that kind of range, and his form is very efficient, and his confidence is sky high.
Free throw good, Gordon. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Sacramento making a switch here. Heald's checked in. Gordon hits both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Hield bounce pass. Up top, Fox. And he gets it to go. Fox has got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
The Kings trail by 16. Barnes outside. Over Gordon. Barnes can't get it to go. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen to the inside. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Fox against Westbrook. Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Good D by Covington. Harden with it. Now guarded by Hield. Got that bucket in no time at all. Harden's got 26.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Fox passes to Holmes. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. He kicks to Fox. Pass to Hield. Shoots the 3. They get it again. Holmes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Rockets leading by 20. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball to half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Harden right side. Good on the bucket. Harden's got 28.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Holmes can't get it to go in. And here's Houston. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Gordon. Pass to Harden. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 18 points just in the second half.
Yet another hard shot that Harden makes look easy. Amazing at measuring the floating jumper.
Harden against Hield. Passes it to Fox. The pass to Holmes. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 22.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Greg, I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Fox against Harden. Fox kicks to Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Westbrook passes to Harden. It's stolen by Hield. So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with James Harden. James, what is it like when you're playing a team that's struggling and you have to keep focused to keep them down?
You know what? We look at the bigger picture, and we have one goal at the end of the season, that's to be champions. So we can't play down to the level of our competition. You know, we got to go out there every single night and, you know, be on the same page and try to give 100% effort.
It's been a success so far, James. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.